what happens. You'll be voluntarily assigned to something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I don't know. I don't know what projects we have left to assign me to that I'm not already at least working on partially.
Can come up with something, that's for sure.
That's what I would never say that wouldn't happen, because that will only assure that it would.
Is that Noah?
You know, we appreciate it, and you do a good job when you take on a project, so that's a good thing.
Well, I appreciate that.
I guess the thing that we got to remember is, we're volunteers and to have fun.
Yeah, that's right.
That is
To have fun.
having fun is the biggest part of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got friends last night.
Good walk there. I'm just about to coffee, just going to go up the hill here, so we'll catch you probably on Friday. Doesn't sound like weather is going to be very good, and I heard chance of snowflakes on Saturday morning, so
They have to cover up our own gardens.
we'll catch you later.
Yeah, we have
And
frost
their
rising
RDF will be clear.
tomorrow night, I think.
May have to find
It's
a
only
tarp.
going to be a high of 50 tomorrow.
May have to get a tarp. I think the tarp is big
Then
enough.
it's going to be 60 something or 70, then.
Yeah, it's that moment though that
Oh, days are it's going to be kind of cold.
Awesome. Pedestrian mobile monitoring. Yep, can't beat that. And zero RDF is clear.
This headache just doesn't go away.
I'm sorry. It's been weeks now, hasn't it?
Yeah. Friday it'll be 2 weeks straight.
It gets old pretty quick.
Yeah. Has to be right behind the ear, too.
It's a great spot for it.
Don't know why I won't quit.
I don't know.
I still have no muscle feeling.
Yeah, it has to get happy for that to happen. And it's one
Well,
of
I don't want it to be where
JDT and zero RDF, you're breaking up a little bit.
if this becomes a long-term thing, is like, do the nerves start to degenerate?
I hope not. I hope they just get unswollen, and because they go through a bone, don't they?
Yeah,
That's what makes it worse.
it swells up. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's rubbing
it's
against.
inflamed. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very unhappy. Yeah, got that part.
it's a little bone that it goes through, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's
And whatever the stuff is, it inflames it and cuts off flow. At least that's if it's the Bell's palsy that they think it is. For all I know, it could be something else too.
Well, that's why I asked about when my left hand shakes.
It's supposed to be Bell's palsy, but
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, it should normally get better over time.
Yes, it should.
The question is, how much time?
Yeah,
When is it
that's
going to
the
quit
thing.
hurting?
Is it's
When's it going to quit hurting?
that too. When's it gonna quit hurting? But it doesn't matter what I take either. 'Cause it doesn't.
So
Take 1,000 milligrams of aspirin, no change.
Won't touch it.
No change in it. Take Aleve, no change in it.
It's almost like you get a
Take
syringe.
no change
You
in
get a
it.
syringe full of that stuff in there.
Yeah, maybe.
It lasts for how long?
Maybe not.
Yeah. Kind of like when you get the shots in the knees.
Well, if
Sometimes
it's
it
an
works.
inflammatory response, it's putting pressure on the nerves.
Yeah.
It's going to be different.
Oh, they
than,
hung the big lights? Or
Yeah,
something?
that's what I said yesterday.
Wow.
If it's putting pressure on stuff, then, until the inflammation where it goes down, it's going to constantly hurt.
RDF is clear.
I don't know if I should be rubbing it like I have been or not rubbing it.
Don't know if that helps
Or doing the exercises they say you should do.
Yeah.
I don't know. So there's so many things on YouTube that are mixed bags about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, we don't really know what really causes it. And they're like, we think it's caused by the herpes virus. Well, I never had herpes, but I had chickenpox, and I had really bad chickenpox. So.
And chickenpox has its own game.
Chickenpox is related to the herpes virus.
And it has its own game.
I'm like,
Shingles.
geez, you know?
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
Well, I don't want shingles for God.
No, that's why Mom and I got...
Or gout.
Mom and I had 3 shots for that.
Or gout. Don't want gout either.
We got the first shot, and then we got 2 double shots after that. Yeah, after Mom had it. My mom had it. It doesn't look pleasant.
No good, huh?
And there's no guarantee where it's going to break out at, what damage it might do.
Mm-hmm.
And it does hurt, because it's right there. The nerves are inflamed on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a while to go away. It's not pleasant at all.
This is not that, but it's annoying.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it feels like it's slightly getting better, and then other times it doesn't. It's like around the lips, sometimes it feels like it's reducing back, but you still don't have any, you know, I still can't smile.
It's like coming off the...
yeah, like the Novocaine.
The Novocaine, you start to gain...
But it's not the numbing feeling.
Right, it's just the opposite.
It's just like the rubbery feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's just the... I don't think I've ever wanted to smile so much in my life now. I just the left side, just there's no muscle.
Yeah, it's not working.
I try, you know, like
yeah,
almost to the point of making my right side hurt, trying to smile, and it just can't get it.
Yeah,
it's so annoying, so frustrating. Jaw though, I mean, like trying to eat that bacon cheese thing yesterday, opening my jaw almost all the way and trying to eat on my left side, almost just to get that thing in, as my jaw was starting to hurt, like it didn't want to open.
It's almost like it needed to separate it in half and not have to open.
Almost like I need to pop something in my jaw is what it feels like. So it's like it needs to, almost like you can crack your back or something.
Yeah.
It's almost like something in my jaw needs to crack to get it open. Just a little bit.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know if it is, but just the way it felt yesterday.
I don't know how you would do that either.
Well, I don't know either. I suppose if you opened it long enough.
What happens if it cramps open? It's going to hurt.
Well, then you got lockjaw.
Yeah, that's not good.
I watched the video on that on YouTube. I was like, whoa.
Mom's just kind of locked shut for a while.
I'll give you like muscle relaxants.
That would probably help in that regard.
I don't need muscle relaxants. I need muscle
to wake up.
Expansions.
Yeah. West of Berthold came in nice and clear.
But I don't want to be taking a whole bunch of Aleve either.
No.
I'm taking the natural ones that I have, but the curcumin stuff, which is kind of a more natural anti-inflammatory. But
No, I know that's. I'm sorry, I didn't even ask that. Yes.
Otherwise, not too bad.
Good. That's what I was trying to get to. I took your bag of coffee grounds and mixed them into this dirt for the first few things.
We're gonna have caffeine.
Well, it's because the smell.
I know.
Smell keeps critters away.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Do that.
It's fine.
I'll do that on the other one too.
We're gonna have coffee infused stuff.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
How about you? A little bang in your tomato?
You know, you're super gross. You know.
Or to kill everything. Peter been acting nice now?
I guess.
Seems like it. Not totally functional, but they're sure getting there. Looks like they're carrying most of. Oh, they shut down the old stuff, the small stuff. So they've taken over the full load now. Time to start pulling up the other stuff. Finishing up the extra concrete work that they did there with the cabling. They had a whole panel that was torn apart. It was already pre-built into the thing. You just clip what you want to clip on it. Pretty smart. Somebody really thought that through.
I think we should try going to a place to eat today at the gym.
A place to eat with Jen? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Not just getting something and coming home.
Like a pizza ranch or something?
Well, either that or, I don't know, Badlands. I know it's expensive, but
She needs
I think a
break.
sit-down place.
She needs a big break.
I think a sit-down place.
Big
we
break
can all,
and reward. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, money, but
Yes. She's been killing herself. I think she's over.
Yeah.
I think she has over 40 hours or 30 hours of overtime.
Yeah.
Just this week. Not
It's
talking
going to be
next
great
week.
for the paycheck, but it's
Oh yeah.
completely
I told her so.
exhausting.
Turn your phone off for work.
You got it.
for
Otherwise,
today.
you're going to physically and mentally collapse
yeah.
at some point. You can't just keep doing it. I remember doing
She
that in
says,
the
I
military.
think she said she had some PTO time or something.
Yeah.
She can take it. It's like I was telling her, says, well, I don't know if you watched a video from last week where we were talking about possibly going maybe to Bismarck one of these days, you know. It's an idea.
Well, if Botno was closer, I would say.
Botno?
Not Botno. Bemidji was closer.
Well, then we'd have to have somebody watch the cat, too.
Yeah, well, there you go. But, anyhow. How's your bladder?
It's okay at the moment.
Okay.
Bank?
No. 360.
Bring that camera.
PMT, no PMT. Physical therapist.
Oh. Physical terrorist.
Yes. I'm just gonna have it leave a message for Leanne.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to get there.
Oh, is that on North Hill?
It's down there at Burdick and Broadway, so I thought it would be easier this time of day to go this way. It's 8th, is it, or 6th? 5th. Tom's looking tough.
Yes, that's correct.
said because it hurts, he's not using his legs. I said, you better start exercising or you won't be able to stand. I had to help him get up.
Yeah.
And I had to carry more of the weight than I thought I would. So, yeah. He said both his knees need to be replaced.
Oh, I don't know.
So you need to start exercising your legs to make it easier for you.
You need to have braces on his legs like I have.
He's a big dude, though. I mean, I forget how tall Tom is.
He needs to have braces on his legs. That would help his knees a lot.
Probably.
It helped mine a lot.
Yeah.
Especially these aren't the best braces in the
they're
world.
not in the right spot either.
They're not.
But
And I probably could find better ones that would probably work better. But these are cheap and they seem to do okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are better ones out there, but these are cheap and
that might work pretty
eventually I'll probably have to replace them with either brand new ones or something, but or a slightly different version, but it works for now. They do slide down a little bit. The shoes are probably stretching, but whatever it is.
It's a school sound. Slow down.
Oh, how much more school they have? This weekend, maybe? That's it? Maybe.
Probably.
For us, it was today, graduation.
Yeah.
22 years ago. On Wednesday, which is surprising.
And that's the way we took off. It snowed that day and we took off.
That's funny. It was 70 degrees that day. We got out at 1:15 from class. Had to board the buses to go do the practice at the auditorium. Got done at the auditorium at like 3:30. Went back to the school, went home, showered, and got into our outfit, and we had to be there at 6:30.
Yeah.
Or 6. Maybe earlier than that.
That was at the Dome.
But it wasn't, I was at the Dome. We practiced at the Dome, that's right. But I know some people were waiting in school after the practice for their final grade.
Was that you?
No. Thank God I wasn't. But I know people that were just on the edge.
When did you find out you were graduating?
Oh, when I knew I was getting my diploma?
Yeah.
I asked one of the teachers, one of the classes that I was kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
Which still would have been enough credits to graduate, but it was one of these electives.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only because I didn't really like that class that much. But it was literally 10 minutes before we had to go to practice.
This is not good.
So it was 1 o'clock. I was I passed the final barely.
Because I knew there was something like that, but I couldn't remember you would have graduated without it.
I would have graduated without it, but it helped.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been in danger of graduating. I know some kids that were, though.
Yeah.
They were in danger of graduating. And some of them did not literally find out until they were literally waiting for their name to be called. And one of the teachers walked over while everybody was sitting. Well, some of them were going up to get theirs. The teacher walked over to some of them and says, I passed you and you passed by 1 point. I'm like, oh, and I knew some of these kids, and I was like, really? Mind you, some of them I was wondering how they passed in the first place. Honestly, because I was like, I knew these people. And I knew some of these teachers, and they absolutely hated some of these kids.
We are.
These are the ones that would loudmouth everything.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know the people that were on the sports team always got passed. And,
yes, whether they were up to it.
Actually, most of the people on the sports teams were good. That's a lot of those teachers would not have passed them.
Yeah.
Even if they were on the sports team, even if they were champion, whatever, they wouldn't have passed them.
Yeah. Well, that seems appropriate.
In other schools, that would not have been a thing. They'd been like, oh yeah, they're East valedictorians if they were captains of the football team.
They're not.
No, but I know some schools did.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Bismarck did that.
That's a
I heard
money.
that from
That's a
Bismarck.
money. That's a money thing.
Yes.
All right.
Mommy, daddy on the school board.
Yeah, well, that probably has an effect.
Yeah.
A little bit there. Just a little bit. Yes. This is going to become more and more of a problem.
Yep.
We don't want to get to the situation we're going to wrap her up like a mummy again.
No. It's like, can they just come in and put her in a machine here and pump her up?
I don't know that they would be authorized by the.
Well, no, she brought her own leggings. They just hooked the pump up,
Well, that's
pumped her up, and then
yeah.
you know, she came like every couple days. It got pumped and
If we could get a loaner pump, that would be
Well,
fine
yeah.
too. But, you know, it's probably not.
hook a vacuum up to that thing.
I've also got to talk to the outfit that services the oxygen
Yeah.
machine that we got from Barry.
Yeah.
Because now that I know what the message reads, it's
Yeah.
serviced in 2014.
Yeah, it's well a while.
10 years since it's been touched, so
Yeah.
I need to pick that up and drive over and have a chat with them, but I haven't got to that
One of
yet.
these days, yeah. Before we go to the Grand Tetons. Whenever that happens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, we proved that we can go at least to
Mom
Minnesota.
tells me how much your arms hurt for trying to get in and out of the car.
Yeah.
But she probably needs to exercise more.
Yeah.
But she does have. She's supposed to see a heart doctor.
Obviously, if her thing would have been, her leg things would have been better, maybe she would have felt a little bit better. But you know,
It would have helped.
it
for
would have
sure.
helped.
Yeah.
Having the step every time would have helped probably instead of not having the step.
Yeah. Well, the step helped.
Yeah. I don't know what else to do really. Short of getting a different vehicle, I don't know anything else to do really.
And I don't know that that would be a big improvement or
I don't
not.
know.
Plus the cost.
Well, yeah, there's the cost and everything. Yeah.
Right now, not having a loan's a good idea.
Yeah. And I don't know what you'd get for the pilot if you traded in on a. Well, just say that van there. Just that.
I'm not going to trade the pilot.
I'm not saying you, but if you did, I mean, like, if you got like 2/3 of the value out of that van in trade-in.
Just
I'm just
paid
saying.
it off.
I know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well,
Trading a Durango? Yeah, I could probably get into that. Although the whole idea with getting the pilot was to get an
Durango,
all-wheel drive car that would
yeah.
go everywhere within reason.
Mm-hmm.
The Durango's a beast like a
Yeah.
truck.
Mm-hmm.
Can go most anywhere, but awful difficult to get in and out of. So
Well, for some people,
well, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that, you know, the minivan was pretty good, but it had a number of issues. Have I thought about getting rid of the Durango and getting something else? I have. And if it wouldn't have been a problem for you getting in and out and staying in it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a big deal then.
then I would have considered maybe replacing the Durango with a Ridgeline or something like that. Something that gets better mileage and is four-wheel drive. That all four people would fit in. As a thought. Okay?
Yeah.
Say it was a good thought. I just said it was a thought.
We want something that would survive a crash.
I'm just trying to figure out what I might. I'm 74 in 2 months.
Yeah.
Right? I'm only 6 years away from 80.
Yeah.
I have to think through
I know.
as best I can.
Yep.
And good argument can be made for a newer minivan. However,
Yes.
the one thing nice about taking the Durango in the Chip, you're not so much worried about snow
No.
within limits. I've blasted through some pretty deep snow with it without any problem.
Yeah.
And it's only got 82,000 miles on it, so we might be able to get another 80,000 miles out of it.
Yeah.
Might be falling apart.
Yeah. It's an 05, so.
Well, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the rust is a big problem.
Yes,
I'm
the
going to
rust,
start.
yes.
I'm going to start attacking that pretty soon.
Yes.
But I have to look at that both on the Durango and the pickup. Got to try to slow it down and stabilize it as best I can. So I've got a can of some Wonder stuff.
Yeah.
Tested on the Durango. I can start on some spots, but I've got to get moving on that too, along with other things. But yeah, would I consider another minivan? Yeah. That big mother van's nice, except that it's a big mother van. It's a it's a 1-ton van for fool's sakes. An F-350. This is not your economy cruiser.
No.
But yeah, it's got room to put everybody in.
Oh,
Uncles and
yeah.
cousins. Now the question is, can they get in the steps to do it? Might be another game.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take on a $40,000 car loan either. To me, that doesn't make any sense. And if you're, yeah, he's there he is. He's smoking.
Mm-hmm. Just making food for anybody who comes by.
I think that's kind of cool. Well, if it's working for him.
Yeah.
I like when he's driving down the front road and smoking.
Zero GC.